We are back talking about another anime that we just watched, and today the anime is The Weakest Tamer Began, a journey to pick up trash. Now, first of all, let's get this out of the way. When I first saw the name of the show, I wasn't super interested. I don't care if you're the weakest tamer or the strongest tamer. I don't really want to see someone picking up trash. So I was like, nah, I don't know if this is for me. But let me lay those worries to rest. There's almost no trash picking up in the show. Kind of. There's a bit, but it's like not what you would expect, to be honest. I was pretty caught off guard by the context of this anime and like the storyline and stuff. Given the name that it has, I didn't think that this is what the show was going to be about. So if you are going to watch it, don't worry about the name too much and just go into it. Anyway, I picked up this anime because I heard a lot of talk that the animation or the art in this show was like fantastic, very nice stuff. If you want a show with good animation, check this one out. So I did, and I watched it, and I can say firmly that the animation is good. Like, it's nice. There wasn't any like groundbreaking crazy animation scenes or anything like that. It was just all very nice. It was a very nice, very solid animation style and art style. Did it get overhyped for me a little bit? Yeah. Is it bad? No, I liked it. There were some scenes that just like really flowed nicer than other scenes, so that was quite cool. But other than that, the animation was pretty normal, especially for how this show is rated. On my anime list, it's rated a 7.56, which is kind of high, honestly. And something random that I thought was super cool about this show was the consistency of the rating between the anime, the manga, and the light novel. They all had almost the exact same rating, and I've never seen that before. So I just thought that was super unique, and I really hope the anime gets up to a 7.57 as well, because I think that would be hilarious. And after watching it, it is a little bit surprising given like how harshly anime watchers usually rate anime. This show probably does deserve being rated where it is, but it just makes me think that other shows deserve to be rated way higher as well. Now, the story of this show was like pretty interesting because I wasn't expecting it whatsoever. And I won't go too much into it, but it's like kind of like a deep theme almost, or at least a very impactful theme where the main character goes through like some stuff at a young age or whatever. And then the whole premise of the show is pretty much just like her trying to heal herself from all this like bad stuff and trauma that she went through. So she's just trying to like escape from her past, or at least like leave it behind and have a fresh start. And honestly, I thought that was one of the good points of the show. The show's story was like very nice. I did enjoy it. It was very interesting and it was pretty impactful. And I really did enjoy most of the characters in the show. Like almost all of them were really cool or had like some very nice roles to play, and it made you want to cheer them all on. Especially like the main character and her friend or partner, seeing everything they're going through and like how they're trying to adapt now. It's very heartwarming and it does make you want to cheer them on. And even though I did like a lot of the characters, I do have a complaint where it's like most of the good characters are just like really good natured just for the sake of it. Like they're just good people just because they're good people. Like the good people are so nice and way too understanding to the point where it's just like doesn't feel natural at all, to be honest. And it's the same for like the bad people in the show. They're just bad for the sake of being bad, and there's nothing else really deep about it. So even though I do like a lot of the characters, the side characters' purpose and their stories are just kind of like not really strong at all. So that is a little bit disappointing, because if the side characters had like more of a personality, more of a role, more of like depth to them, I feel like that could have really enhanced the anime, because the main characters and stuff like that were amazing. I did love them and how like deep their story went, but they're like the only ones who had that. And again, I really do think this show went for like an impactful sort of scene, because the intro and the outro were also like very connected to the main character and their problems. So I do like how they actually like doubled down on this sort of thing that they were going for. And the intro and outro were also good, so that's nice. Something else I was a little bit frustrated with was one of the main character's friends, or like party members, kind of, were just like left out of almost everything. And when they were put into the show, it was for a very small amount of time. Like they would do like something heroic or whatever and then just be completely forgotten about, and the main character would just go on with their day when this other character could just be in peril, you know. But it's just like, don't talk about it until the other character just like appears again perfectly fine and they act like nothing happened. And it kind of sucks how much this like cat character wasn't in the show, because I think they could have had like a lot of good impact on a lot of scenes, but they were just never there, unfortunately. So if they do ever come up with a second season, I do hope they delve more into that, as well as getting some more story to the side characters. But yeah, the two main characters in the show were very lovable and you really wanted them to succeed. And rating the show was a little bit hard, because usually when I'm watching the show, I can kind of like imagine what number I'm gonna rate the show, like an 8 or 9 or a 10 or something. And with this show, while I was watching, I couldn't think of a proper number to rate it at all. So I had to think of it a little bit after the show was done. And with this show, I think I'm just going to put it at an 8. So it's pretty close to the rating on my anime list, and I do think it deserves that. So yeah, a pretty solid show, kind of a deep story on the main character's part, and an 8 out of 10 from me. As always, definitely check it out if you haven't already so you can form your own opinion. And I did try making this video with the light on, so tell me if you like this better or if you want me to turn the light off. But I think that's about all I have to say, so that's gonna be about it. See ya.